there's always a higher power that's operating to make sure that things are going to go the way they're supposed to go.
The morning of Erin's surgery is an early one for the entire Buckles family.
It was a little difficult, just getting the girls up at 4:30 in the morning.
A pre-dawn wake-up followed by an hour-long drive to the hospital in Washington. Unfortunately, they know the way quite well. They've been here many times before.
A major surgery every year since 2004.
This next major surgery is now just a few minutes away. Kevin and Melissa do their best to keep Erin occupied and distracted.
Dora.
As various doctors stop by the waiting room to say hello.
Any questions?
Several of the doctors are familiar faces, having been involved in Erin and Jade's separation surgery, and then in Jade's follow-up surgery, and then the 2 surgeries on Taylor's spine.
I know.
But the fact that the hospital is familiar makes it only slightly less intimidating to Erin. As a result, the smile she normally flashes has been missing all morning. Kevin and Melissa aren't smiling much either.
We're a little more concerned than normal just because of the complications that Erin has had in the past. So with her having the stroke during the separation from Jade.
Erin's concerns, at least the ones she can articulate, are more simple. For starters, she's hoping the surgeons will be able to give her the belly button she was deprived of when she was born conjoined to the chest.
Only God can make a perfect belly button.
Well, of course,
we'll do our best, okay?
At around 8:30, Melissa carries Erin into the anesthesia room.
And make believe like you're blowing bubbles.
A few deep breaths, and she's under.
We love you, okay?
The first part of the surgery, during which doctors remove a Gore-Tex patch that was placed in Erin's stomach when she was separated from her sister, takes about 3 hours. Everything appears to go well.
It's hard because we can't be there, we can't see what's going on, so, you're always just wondering how everything's going.
Then right around 11:30, Dr. Michael Boyajian, a plastic surgeon, begins shaving down the extra bone that has built up on Erin's chest where she was conjoined.
We are trying to address the overgrowth of bone and cartilage healing that she has over the initial chest defect. On the imaging, the inside of the chest cavity itself is pretty normal. So we're just trying to deal with the part that is extended outward.
The surgery is somewhat complicated by the fact that Dr. Boyajian is working so close to Erin's heart.
When you give your child up and put her in someone else's hands, even though you trust them, there's always that worry.
But as it turns out, none of Melissa's or Kevin's fears comes true.
Okay?
Everything went smoothly, and 6 hours after the surgery began, a beautiful 4-year-old with a brand new belly button opens her eyes.
Good girl. All done.
And within minutes is reunited with her extremely relieved parents.
It's just such a relief to see her come out of the OR and to see her open her eyes, I hate seeing her in pain. That's hard.
My bag.
I know, okay. Does that feel better when Mommy rubs it? But to know that it went so well and, that she's gonna recover, it's a relief.
With their family's latest surgery now behind them, Kevin and Melissa will soon start focusing once again on their 2 long-term medical goals: reversing Erin's paralysis.
The goal is to get her walking.
And making sure that Taylor isn't paralyzed one day by the tumor that's wrapped around her spinal cord. Achieving those goals will clearly require a lot of work back in Baltimore, the Buckles' home away from home for the past few years.
We're scheduled to go back to Baltimore in about a week, so we'll see how our recovery is going. We will be back at the Ronald McDonald House, our second home. We know that everything happens for a reason, and what does happen was meant to happen that way. I don't think that we could get through this without any faith, just knowing that there is a higher power that has control of this.